Всем привет, друзья! Золотая Бабочка. Вы на канале Аматор Летсплей, мы с вами продолжаем проходить игру L.A. NOIRE, Лос-Анджелесский NOIRE. Детективная игра 2011 года. Мы с вами пришли уже больше половины этой игры, и у нас очередное дельце. Сейчас посмотрим видеозаставочку. Опять преступление. Будем расследовать.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy.
Неприятный
I think I know
напарник.
the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Как обычно. Так. Ладно, посмотрим снизу, когда выйдем на улицу. Итак, мы в отделе убийств. Расследуем убийство в данный момент. Нас повысили не так давно. Продвигаемся по карьерной лестнице. У нас офигеннейшая машина. Так, вот здесь я стану и посмотрю, как обычно. Итак, жертва убийства, просто девушка. Сейчас выезжаем на место убийства. Ой. Улик нет. Место преступления. В общем, все понятно. Едем.
Did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Итак, это наше второе дело в отделе убийств. Опачки. У нас есть второстепенное дельце. Давайте быстренько его закончим. Надеюсь, это не будет на другом конце города. Блять, что за... Ага, это у нас текстуры. Офигеть. Блять, все-таки далеко это второстепенное задание. Кажись. Наносим ущерб городу. Ну, нам не впервой. Угу, уже слышно выстрелы. Люди убегают. Мы сейчас приедем и все порешаем.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Угу.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
Где они? Блять, они сверху где-то? Куда они все делись? Да ёб твою мать. Сука, я застрял. Текстуру. Ага. Нихера себе.
$30 suit.
Блять, они еще ниже спустились. Ёп. Прикольно. Вот и все. Порешали все дела. Получили плюсик к интуиции наверняка. Очки опыта.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down.
Как вы знаете, я при каждом задании делаю одно второстепенное задание. А теперь можем приступать к основному. У нас в данный момент 10-й ранг. Блин, сейчас надо опять через весь город ехать к месту нашего преступления. Ребят, я не хочу стоять на светофоре, вы уж извините, но это скучно. Блять, это было жестко.
Jesus, Phelps!
Интересно, что нам в видеоотрезке показали убийцу, это какой-то рабочий, показали в принципе и орудие убийства, то есть ключ гаечный вроде, или монтировка какая-то. Вот, то есть в принципе мы-то как плееры, мы знаем, кого искать, но наш персонаж пока еще не знает. Так, опять вызывает нас диспетчер, но все, хватает на этот раз. Мы уже дополнительное задание одно выполнили, хватает. Где дорога? Ага, ясненько.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Итак, у нас, как вы видите, такой сплошной нитью проходит дело об убийстве женщин маньяком, дело орхидеи.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Вот. И я так думаю, что рано или поздно мы раскроем И поймаем маньяка. Орхидея. Я просто, блин, так редко захожу в NOIRE. На самом деле, вот в прошлый раз я выкладывал прохождение где-то месяц назад. Я, блин, забываю, у меня нет целостной картинки. Так. Что у нас здесь? Есть бабки. Дейдра Моллер.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Так, ну, в принципе, все, кажется. Да? То есть мы можем выбрать либо деньги, либо Дейдра Моллер. Окей. Что у нас здесь? Незацензуренная девушка.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Так, значит, у нас есть маленькие ботинки. Следы на руках от кольца.
Cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Ясно. Будем искать еще и кольцо.
Looks like she was tied up.
Была
It does at
связана.
first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Пропали драгоценности.
Look at your mark. It's very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Так. Ну, с трупом все понятно.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What? Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane. Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
В общем, коронер
What about
говорит,
not
что
making
дело
assumptions and going on the evidence?
похоже. Ты что здесь фоткаешь? Здесь ничего нету. А здесь еще есть что-то. Хотя вряд ли мы тут что-то найдем. Не, ничего больше не вижу. Ладно, Давайте не будем терять время. И поедем к мужу. Поговорим. Едем на машине коронера. Не хочу. Так, где наша машинка? Ага, вон стоит. А не, это не наша машинка. Ну ладно, поедем на ней. А вот наша. Стоп. Я хочу на своей. Давай быстрее. Просто это офигенная машина, не хочу ее менять.
Still might be some playing the boyfriend.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, that
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
she was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Значит, наш персонаж женатый, но даже есть дети. Опять нас зовут на второстепенное дело. Но нет, ребят, я уже свой долг выполнил. Так, здесь у нас перекрыто. Поедем в объезд. Бля, какой поток машин жесткий. Интересно, сколько будет убийств женщин, пока мы таки поймаем Орхидею, или как его там. Возможно, это Орхидея, это наш неприятнейший напарник. Все, что мы о нем знаем, это просто маленький размер ног, ноги. Блять, немножко не хватило.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Ебать, она далеко жила. Так, по второй улице. Не совсем я заехал туда, куда надо. Да пофигу, сейчас пройдемся. Женщина.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
We'll be home
А,
soon.
девушка.
He's been out looking for mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Где-то видел уже это лицо.
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back in.
Где-то здесь был звук.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
А, скрипка. И что? Ну, скрипка и скрипка. Что дальше? Хер знает. Так, ладно, здесь вроде ничего. Окно, около окна ботинки.
Work boots. Size 8.
Ясно. Это у нас что? Нету
No
колечка.
sign of a wedding ring.
Здесь у нас часики были.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Библия лежит. Так, есть телефон, чтобы позвонить. Кухонька. Можно взять лимон.
Doesn't tell me anything.
А можно взять морковку.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Ясно. Стакашка.
Nope.
Мусор? Нет. В общем, я так понимаю... Ага, записочка.
Circumstantial.
Нет. Вроде все. Записки на холодильнике. В прошлый раз проебал. И осталась только эта комната. Но здесь вроде ничего нету. В общем, ничего толком мы не нашли. Только обувь.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Итак,
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Я-то понимаю, что это, скорее всего, не истина, да? Но она смотрит в глаза, но потом отводит взгляд. Смущается. Давайте нажмем истину.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Да, все-таки это была неправда, но у меня нету улик.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
Ring, watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Опять врет.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Я нажал сомнение. Все-таки надо было жать и в первом, и во втором случае типа ложь, но улик-то у нас нету.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Она злится.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Угу. Здесь я нажал сомнение, и это было правильно.
But you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Итак.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Врет.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Потому что...
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Так, отлично. Дальше.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Он опять врет. Но я не знаю, как это доказать. Давайте попробуем надавить.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these accusations.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Вот его вымораживает-то. Но это, скорее всего, правда.
Was your wife unreliable?
No.
Нет. Блядь, да что ж такое?
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
I think you went with her, but you didn't go to the school. What really happened, Mueller?
You're making this stuff up, and I'll dare anyone to prove any different. I don't even get a chance to grieve, and you go and start pointing the finger at me. You can go to hell.
Блядь.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Блять, но нам же сказала девочка, где это? Почему этого нету в уликах?
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Так, тут все
Getting
было
hostile with this is a
правильно.
very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Идем поговорим. Как всегда, соседи знают все.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Что он там жжет?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Бегает скотина. Быстро.
There he is. See him?
Enough running, Hugo. Hands where we can see them.
Итак, что же он пытался сжечь? Ботиночки. С кровью.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Так, пошли перезвоним.
Galloway, homicide division.
Cole Phelps, batch 1247.
Go ahead, detective unit. Did we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house?
I need an address on a
130
Belmont
North
High
Bonnie Bray
School.
Street.
Checking for
Send
you,
someone down
detective.
from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
I don't need this.
Так, теперь у нас есть еще одно место. Школа.
There's such a thing as soap, you know.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting.
Угу. А в морге есть готовый отчет.
Got it, KGPL.
Едем в морг. А потом съездим в школу. Вот, но в принципе я не могу придумать хорошего объяснения для мужа.
Always make the husband. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my...
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. Simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all the church.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. Try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
Блять.
How's that
Несколько
go?
раз
You
уже
blame
заезжал
the
сюда.
guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. Famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away that one.
Блять.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
Easy.
Easy.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with further.
Чего? Ага.
I've always found the siren useful in situations like this.
Угу. Я понял. Задержать педофила. Как раз там, где... Куда мы едем. В смысле, куда нам и надо. Ладненько. Непристойное поведение. Ну блин, жмет эту машину. Мощь.
Watch it, will you?
Они сами не могут задержать педофила. Какой-то там завхоз или охранник, там должны быть охранники. Нужно вызывать полицию.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go. I told you I can't Saturday.
Талоны на ткань.
I'm busy. Busy where?
Первый раз слышу, что в Америке было
You're
что-то
going on another
похожее.
drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you? So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Опять мы кого-то догоняем. Да идите нахрен. убиваешь скотину. Это у них такие мусоровозы прикольные. Блять, почти догнал. Да ёб твою мать. Быстрый какой. Вот так вот мы работаем.
Car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Вот наша золотая бабочка.
We're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty rig.
Итак, у нас теперь два подозреваемых. У обеих очень серьезные, против обеих очень серьезные
What time did
улики.
you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Окей. Так. Куда поедем? Почему я не могу осмотреть машинку? Ага, ясно. Вот и наша веревочка, и монтировочка.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Итак. Хорошо. Пойдем к телефону.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Будем сейчас их допрашивать.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Обеих.
Thanks.
Так, едем, допросим подозреваемых. Но у меня есть еще... Я хочу еще в морг заехать. Давайте поедем в морг.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had a jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller
Напишите в
slide?
комментариях, а вы бы решили делать это дело.
For a while. He gets a free pass.
Даже если он не виновен.
I don't know about this. My gut says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard. And that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't. Hell, he probably killed his wife. Deprived that poor kid of a mother. Cole, come on!
Come on.
I never said it wasn't. Hell, he probably killed his wife. Deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid in Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
Really want to run that risk?
Да, вот наша правоохранительная система. Это везде так. То есть сообщайте, когда уже будет преступление совершено. Блять, я, конечно, много ущерба городу нанес в этом деле, но как-то пофиг. На прохождение это не влияет. Блять, морг, такое ощущение, что в России находится. До него ехать и ехать. А потом еще будем, наверное, обратно ехать. Да, блядь. Разбил машину нахрен. Итак, морг. Просто хочу, чтобы было побольше улик у нас, когда будем разговаривать с этими двумя.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Что это?
The shoe prints?
Size 8s. Very similar to the impressions from the Henry case.
Now, who do we remember got caught in bloody size 8s? I think we have our bird.
Так, дальше. Ну и... Ага.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Так. И второй вариант. Но это явно не то, что нам надо.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Mueller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Everything else comes up, you let us know.
Так. Здесь все, я так полагаю. Все, ладно, поехали в отделение. Поговорим с ребятками. А у нас уже вечерочек.
Not exactly the happiest of places.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, man. Corners.
How so?
No, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the Pulse.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the
for decency and freedom.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Кому сначала пойдем?
Really?
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Okay.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Где ты работаешь?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Мне кажется... Блять. Что у нас есть? У нас есть веревка, монтировка, комбинезон ХМ, ботинки. Угу. Так, давайте попробуем сделать ложь.
You better not be lying to me, Eli. If I send an officer down there to find out and it turns out you wasted his time...
Hell, I ain't lying. That ain't worth lying over. You looking for some wisdom in that book of yours?
Не получилось. Окей.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Ну тут правда.
A farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer Magay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitch and braid. It stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Ведет себя вызывающе. Здесь бы хорошо было нажать сомнение.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Вот так вот, отлично.
What size boot do you wear, Eli?
Kind of like anything I can get my hands on. I'm wearing 11s.
Опять вызывающе.
You may be 5'5", 5'6" tops, and you wear size 11s? I don't think so, Eli.
That might be on the large side. Maybe 10s.
Maybe 8s.
Now that I come to think of it.
Why punish children with your iniquity, Eli?
You think I was never punished?
You must know what you're doing is evil.
Well, son, nobody's perfect.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap. I ain't a killer.
Ah, Phelps, Galloway. Congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Phelps! We captured 2 regular army.
Lieutenant!
Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?